Hello, Joy Rachel here, broadcasting today. If you're watching the replay, then just put in replay in the bottom and let me know that you are watching. Say hi. Um, Today, I wanted to have a fun conversation, I guess. Not really a conversation, but insight. And I wanted to share with you guys why my background is books and why my branding is like brown, gold, and deep red. And occasionally I use some green. Is my branding was actually channeled down through my mentor who passed away, Ari Kala. She channeled it through back in January, and I had actually a lot of resistance to like this being my new branding because I was always like, excuse me, into the really bright colors. Like, excuse me, fuchsia pink, bright gold, um, purple, and like all of those colors. And so when it was suggested to me from my spirit team that I completely overhaul my whole branding so that it would be like brown and books, I couldn't see how that could look good. Um, we had done some mock-ups of it, and I was just like, okay, like it's books and it's scroll paperwork. Like I had so much resistance to it. And then it was like, okay, well maybe like we can channel down um, new branding that's more galactic, right? And then that came through. Like as soon as that came through, I had this realization and I was like, oh fuck. There are so many people out there who are already doing galactic work, who are already the like the bright colors and stuff, right? And who identify as being star seeds and whatnot. And a large part of my work, especially in the next couple of years, is to really bring to light inner earth work and the beings of inner earth and the inner earth people. Yeah, they're actually legit people. If you see my banner, that photo that's of Annabelle, that was channeled by an amazing artist, Daniel Fisher of Galactic Art. Yeah, I think that's what his name is, his pages. Um, and she's a legit person. So I know a lot of people in the beginning had a lot of reservations to me talking about inner earth people, like people in inner earth, because you're like, what do you mean they're people? Like, you mean like they're beings? And I'm like, no, they're very specific. They want to be called people because there are people and there are beings. And I connect mainly with the people that are of it, right? And so it was with that deep knowing and understanding that I came to accept that this would be like my new branding, the browns and the bookcases and stuff. But like what the meaning is behind like the books and the scroll paper is that it's ancient. It's from the beginning of time, and I haven't. Maybe one day I'll get a custom one made with like really like old timey books type of stuff things. Um, yeah, but not a vast majority, an infinite amount of knowledge that they have in their work with my chakras. So that's also really interesting too. And so a bit of step into this next version of ourselves. Sometimes it can be scary, right? Because it's like, well, that's like not, it's not what your human wants. It's like not what your ego human is going like, but I think that's nice and shiny and pretty. And instead of like seeing the bigger picture of it. For me, I saw and came to realize the bigger picture of my message, the bigger picture of what the books represented and the scrolls represented in my work, and also that it would make me look different. It would make me look not like everybody else that's out there with like the bright colors and whatnots, right? And we found a way to make it elegant, to make it look high end and make it look really nice. And so I really like that. And so just kind of like a inspirational learning message that's kind of coming at the end here is um is to step when you're asked to take a leap and when you're asked to do something sometimes that you don't really want to do, check in and see where that's coming from. Is that coming from your ego? And if it is, then, you know, tell it to kind of step out for a moment while you ask yourself to envision the higher aspect of you, right? And it's like we don't grow spiritually and personally without taking these leaps, without doing things, without doing change, doing change. And yeah, just really accepting and grounding more and embodying your soul purpose mission as well. It really helps you, especially like when you change your branding and stuff. Sometimes that comes up, and it's up to you to look at the big picture of it all, of what's being asked of you, whether it's your branding or something else. More details on that later. But yes, thank you for listening, and I invite you to come work with me and Inner Earth. It's amazing. I have different packages. I have one-on-one packages. I have a group program coming out on DNA key codes, activation, which will help you with your up-leveling and stuff. And then I also have my Inner Earth, no, my Enchantments by Joy frequency-based technology, which I will be providing more information on in a different live, just giving more information as to actually like what it is and how it came to be. So stay tuned. All right, talk to you later. Bye, you guys.